And now from ADC2, Maryland's most accurate forecast.
All right, you're going to need that coat starting tomorrow. You didn't really need it today. Mild conditions, and boy, what a great travel day to get out early if you could do that. Even tonight, you're looking fine because you can see our really big-time developing weather is south and southeast. This is our coastal system. Huge fetch of moisture from the subtropical jet stream coming up over Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina. This is going to begin to get a little bit of a spin imparted to it. Low pressure developing and riding up the coast. And ultimately, that will interact with the cold air sliding in on your Wednesday. All adds up to just a bad recipe for holiday travel, unfortunately. It's really the timing with the system that is the biggest concern. Winter weather alerts, you can see they extend from western Virginia and northern West Virginia, right up through eastern Pennsylvania and right on up into the New England states. It will include much of central and eastern Pennsylvania and up into parts of eastern New York State if your travels take you in that direction. These blue shaded counties on either side of the sort of main storm zone. These are winter weather advisories, so you'll have more of a mix in that situation. That's going to include Baltimore City, Howard County, and Harford County, points further south and east, points along that 95 corridor. It's interesting to look at the temperatures now. We're still in the mild zone across the state. Realize these mild temperatures for more than 48 hours now have warmed the ground up. So some of this snow, even when it changes from rain to snow tomorrow, will not be sticking particularly well because of that elevated ground temperature. It's going to take a while for the ground temp to be overcome. To the north and west, though, we do see the cold air that will feed into the storm and allow the rain to change over to snow, regardless of how well it actually sticks through the day. 50 right now at BWI. Wind is calm. Sunset was at 4:46. Awfully short days right now, but it is that time of year with daylight saving time. Take a look. 63 the high today officially, 10 degrees above average. Tomorrow, we'll have a tough time getting out of the 30s, so more than a 20 or 25 degree cool down tomorrow. You may be looking out there today and saying, man, how can we have winter weather in the forecast here in like 18 hours? Again, we are going to drop these numbers pretty significantly. Through the overnight hours, it'll be slow to fall toward midnight, but by the morning hours, as we cloud up, cold air invades out of the west, and we get rain cooling in the morning, things are going to be dropping pretty quickly. And by midday tomorrow, we're quickly going to be changing over from rain to rain mixed with snow, and ultimately just wet snow primarily into the afternoon as the system begins to pull out of the area. Again, a closer look at those winter weather advisory counties: Harford, southern Baltimore, Howard, and down through the western D.C. suburbs. But as you go further west in the state, I would advise you to try to get out very early or just delay your trip till Thanksgiving Day, because it will be ugly as you go further to the west. In fact, our thinking is, although it'll just be a slushy coating around the immediate 95 corridor, 1 to 3 as you go further west, 3 to 5, especially in those grassy areas, which will tend to cool down to the freezing mark first and allow snow to accumulate. Ground surfaces that are paved, etc., will absorb the snow at the beginning of the event to maybe even the middle part of the event. But we see that rain-snow line setting up, as it so often does from Baltimore into D.C., along the 95 corridor up into Philadelphia. As the system pulls out, we'll see more of a changeover to just snow, and we could get a burst of snow flurries into Thanksgiving morning. So watching for that carefully, but again, on the big picture, watching that system developing right now, just getting its act together off the Carolina coast. Here is that forecast for you in detail the next few days. Wintry type storm throughout the day on Wednesday, peeling out of here Wednesday night. Nothing more than a flurry Thursday, Thanksgiving morning. And then as we look beyond that, we find a decent Thanksgiving weekend with a slight warm-up, in fact, Saturday into Sunday. In fact, Sunday we could end up in the mid-50s. So it looks like your travels home for Thanksgiving weekend will be a little nicer than tomorrow going into Thanksgiving. Yes.
All right, so once you get to the turkey, it'll be good.
Once you get to that turkey, that's the key.
That's the best way.